Hey there everyone, back again with another video. And in this video we are gonna solve a question from LeetCode, that is the valid parenthesis. Okay. So what the question says that you will be given a pair of parentheses, okay, or the brackets, and you have to solve, is this parenthesis valid or not? Okay. So what you can see that you have a opening parenthesis, then you will have a closing parenthesis, and there should be a what you can say valid parenthesis. Okay, so let me go to my um, VS Code and explain you what the question says there. And yes, I have solved this question earlier. And so we know that in our keyboard we have three types of parentheses or bracket. We have one small bracket, we have a curly bracket, and we have a square bracket. We have all three types of bracket. So what is a valid parenthesis? Valid parenthesis is a parenthesis that opens and ends with the same type of parenthesis. Okay, you can see that it opened with a small parenthesis and ends with a small parenthesis. Okay, next type of this is this. You can see that it starts with a curly brace and ends with curly brace. In the same way, this is also a valid parenthesis. Why? Because it starts with the same parenthesis and ends with the same parenthesis, and inside that you also have a parenthesis which is starts with the same parenthesis and end with the same parenthesis. Okay. In the similar way, this is not a valid parenthesis because it starts with a square bracket and end with a small bracket. Okay, and this is also not a valid parenthesis. Okay, so we have to solve this type of question. So this is a basic question of stack. You can use stack to solve this question. Okay, so let's start with the coding of the question. Okay, and then we will move forward with the other stuff. So let's make a function which says that is valid, and it will take a variable s. Okay. I'm using JavaScript for this. You can use any of the language. Okay, then what we will call this, and we will have firstly we will call this. Okay, we will call a valid parenthesis. After that, we will go with the invalid parenthesis. Okay, so firstly what we will do, we have to iterate through all the strings. We have been given a string, so what we'll do, we will iterate through all the strings. So what we will get for loop as dot length and then I plus plus. And after that, what we will do, we will just check at the index I what is the character. Okay, so the character can be s dot char at I can be equal to a small bracket. Okay. In a similar way, there can be one second. Okay, and we will add this. Three brackets here. So this will be squiggly, and we have a square bracket, then we will have closing parenthesis, closing quickly, and closing this. Remove this. Okay, so what we will do in every case, we will just push every element into our stack. Okay. So let me just remove some extra space, and for our stack we will just create x as a array, and if we have any of this opening bracket, okay, if we have any of this opening bracket, then what we do, we will just set x dot push, and we will just push the bracket, sorry, okay, the bracket that is being present at that point. Okay, so in that similar way we will just push here x dot push, we have squiggly, open squiggly, and the same point we will do here like this. We'll push a square bracket, and then what we'll do, if we are at any of this point, yeah, let's say we are at the ending point or we are at the closing tag of any of the parentheses, we will just check. What will check? If x dot pop will just pop out element, and we will just check if this is open bracket or not. Okay. In this case we can see that we have a closing parenthesis, so we should have an opening parenthesis. Okay, because if this is the case, okay, and we are at this parenthesis, okay, then this parenthesis should be in this tag, then only it is valid, because if this is not in this tag, it is not valid. In a similar way we will do for this also. If x dot pop double equal to squiggly, sorry, okay, and at the same point we will check for this also. If x dot pop double equal to open square bracket, okay, and then what we will do, we will just check. Okay, we will come and we will just check at this point. If this is equal to this, then if the popped element is equal to the opening tag of that closing tag, then it is okay. But if it is not okay, so we have to just remove, we will have to not check that it is not equal to my opening tag. Then what we will do, we will just return false. We just return false. Okay, we will just return false at every point. Return here also, return false. Okay, so this is the case. Okay. So let me just check whether it gives the output or not. It will be like this for loop. After the for loop we will just go with the return true if it is not giving the case, and we will just print out console dot log like this. Okay, and we will just go inside the and we just do node valid parentheses. Okay, so you can see that we got a true. Okay, so let us check the with some of the other examples. So let me give a case like this. So what we will get, let's see. We got a false. But in the case, let us do, we don't have any element. It is give us true. But if we don't have a element, how it can be valid? Okay, so what we will do, we will just at the starting we will check if length, what you can say, if s dot length double equal to 0, okay, we don't have it, then we will return false. False return. Okay, we don't have it, so now we should get false. Yeah. Now we should come at this point and give us a point like this. Is it true? No, it's not true. We are not getting any of the output because this is not valid input. So what we will do, we will just check another output like s dot length double equal to 1, and if the length is also 1, then also please give me false. This is the case, and let us prove it like this. It is giving us false. Okay. So this is the case, we can do that. But let us come like this. Can we do something like this? No, we got a false. Okay, because it's not true. And let's just save it and check. We again got a false. Okay. So I think this is the case. So let me just copy it and let's just check it in the lead code that do we get the answer right or not. Let me just paste it. Okay, and run. I know that it will definitely have some of the issues, but let us submit it. See or not. Okay, we got the wrong answer because we have a true and false, because we are getting output as true, and these output is false because this is not valid. So what is the case? Okay, let us see. So firstly, what we have to do, we have to count how many open braces we are passing. Okay, and then what we have to do, how many closing braces we are having. Okay, so for that I am gonna have a variable sum. Okay, that will be 0, and every time we push something, we are gonna add it once. Okay, it's over here also. And if we got what you can say, a closing bracket, and if it is not false, then what we'll do, we'll just decrease it like this. So it is decreasing everything by that. Okay. And now what we are gonna do, okay, and if at this point, what we will do, we will just check if sum is double equal to 0. Okay, then just return true, else return false. Okay, so this is our case. So I hope in this scenario we will get false. Okay, so let me just again copy it and just go at our lead code, and we'll just submit it again and just check, do we get the output right? Again running. Okay, yeah, so you can see that we have our solution accepted. Okay, so this is the case, this is a way in which we can solve it, and you can see that our solution is in order of n times, order of n times, because we are just iterating it once. Yeah. So this is what you can say old question using stack. We have solved this type of question in our college also. Okay, so the explanation of this video, this algorithm will be in the description below. So if you wanna check that, you can check. And if you have any of the issues regarding this, you can just comment me down, and I will definitely get back to you on that. So that's all for today. Thank you.